right? So, I don't agree. I don't agree. You can say, you know, I have a differing viewpoint. I have a differing, I have a differing viewpoint, right? Instead of I don't agree. And then when you say it that way, guess what? It's not like as if you are having animosity towards the person. It's not like you're saying, oh, I don't agree, I just don't agree. No, you're actually offering a solution. So you're saying, I actually have a different viewpoint. Huh, curious, Miss Julia, what is that differing viewpoint that you have? And then you proceed to tell them, right? Blessings. Good day, everyone. Blessings to chat. Hi, yo. Blessings. Okay, this one is better, says, because the handles are too complicated at times. It doesn't show the names. Okay, understood. Good. Right? So, don't say to people, stop complaining. Don't say just stop complaining, right? I know. The squeaky wheels, sometimes they can get on your nerves, right? But you can be more proactive. You can be, it's basically, instead of saying stop complaining, just say to them, all right, well, let's focus on solutions. Let's focus on solutions. That nips it in the bud right away, right? And that highlights the fact that they are not focusing on solutions, that they are just revisiting the problem and ruminating the problem over and over and over again, right? So use a different phrase, right? Different than that, all right? Let's see another one. What else? You guys can give me some phrases too. All right. What's one that is inflammatory? You're lying. You're lying. Don't tell people that they're lying, especially in public. Even if you know that they are, don't tell them that. What you can say is, the information doesn't appear to be accurate. Simple. Remember, you're starting off with it sounds accusation. And listen, if it's not true and the person is lying, they don't know. But especially in public, the information does not appear accurate. Why is that? Right? You're basically putting them on notice. You're putting them on notice without making a big hullabaloo about it. All right? Subtle. You can still put people in their place, right? Without you rolling in the mud. Okay, and that's a skill. Okay, another one. Instead of you saying, you know what, I don't believe you. That's fine if you don't believe them. Guess what? That's fine. I don't believe you. That's fine. But you can think it, but don't say it. Right? So instead of I don't believe you. All right, let me throw it back at you. What is something that you would say? Instead of I don't believe you, what would you say? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Instead of I don't believe you, you ask a question. You say, is there supporting information for that? Is there supporting information for that? In other words, make me believe you. What proof do you have? Right? How can you support what you say? Can you verify that information? That's true too. Can you verify that information? Right? That's a good one. Okay? That's a good one. And then sometimes too, you have these people that come to your desk and they want to waste your time, or they just want to chit chat, or the office gossip, right? The office gossip. You can't, or the people who, they're not done with their work. They see how much you are doing. Oh, Denton family says there seems to be some discrepancy. That's another good one. That's another good one, Denton family. That's another good one. That's another good one. Right? So everybody has them. These people. Sometimes these people just love to play politics in the office. They love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Right? And sometimes they try to get a reaction out of you too. So instead of you saying, you know what, you need to leave me alone. Don't say that. Don't tell people to leave you alone. Don't say you need to leave me alone, or I don't have time for that. Even though that's what you're thinking, right? And your face can make your face say it. Your face can talk, right? That's one thing. And sometimes it's bad because that's one thing about me too. My face don't hide. Even if my words are polished, my face does not hide, right? So instead of you tell them you need to leave me alone, you just say to them, I need some uninterrupted time to focus. Write it down, take a picture, it's perfect. You basically setting them straight without being rude. I need some uninterrupted time to focus. Okay? Instead of basically you're telling them to F off. That's what you're doing. You're telling them to F off in a politically correct way. So you can't get in trouble. I need some uninterrupted time to focus. Okay? Good. That's a good one. Another thing, when somebody is being rude to you, you don't have to react. You don't have, never ever bring yourself down to that person's level, because remember, you're more informed than them. You have more experience than them, right? Don't do it. There are a lot of rude people in this world, and sometimes they do it just to get your attention, and sometimes they do it just to one up you in public. But again, you can always be firm without lowering yourself to their level. They have to communicate that way because they don't have the arsenal, the vocabulary, or the intelligence to meet you at your level. So what they'll try to do is try to drag you down, right? So instead of saying you're being rude, you can say, oh, well, that came across more direct than expected. Everybody in the room will be quiet. I've done it before, and it works. Because everybody can see that they're rude. But guess what? You're notches above. So you say, oh, that came across more direct than expected. And you look at other people. Other people agree with you, right? Why? Class always beats the fools. You understand what I mean? So you basically you are basically showing that you will have to elevate your communication. You can't pull that out of me, right? Exactly. That's what you need to do. Yes, Miss T, I know you would, right? That is something that people need to do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen so many people get passed over for things, right? So many people get passed over for stuff because they fall into these little traps, right? Don't fall into these little traps, right? There seems to be some, yeah, very good. Instead of you saying you didn't do it right, you didn't do it right, right? You didn't do it right. Don't say that. Don't say that. You didn't do it right. Remember, you're starting off with a you again. You didn't do it right. No. You say, you know what? Interestingly enough, that doesn't fully meet our requirements. It doesn't. That doesn't fully meet our requirements. Okay? Good. So now we're at the 1 hour and